Welcome to the King of the Hill Shootout Invitational, the second line ball pool tournament. Don't know how to play line ball? Watch this video here. Now you know how to play, what is the rules for this tournament? 6 teams of 2 battle it out to become King of the Hill, win 5 points in a row, and you win the tournament as the champion. The longer you stay on the hill, the more obstacles in your way of winning. If you lose, you fall off the hill and go to the back of the waiting queue. There is a 50-point cap. If we do not have a winner, the team with the longest winning run is the champion. If 2 teams are tied, the team with the most total points is the champion. For a full breakdown of the rules in detail, read the pinned comment. Now let's play, handing over to our commentator, Ray Clark.
Hello, welcome once again. This is the second line ball tournament, and we're on episode 9 in our search for the ultimate King of the Hill. And as always, our game's played at the Cousins Lounge in Canterbury. Well, Lineade win the point, and before we've even started, for goodness sake, Lineade and the Wet Bandits, the reason the white ball was hit. My goodness, I was only just getting comfortable, ready for a long game there. We certainly won't get that in this case, so you blink and you miss it. And that's the wonder of line ball. If you miss any of the games, having said that, then you can go back to previous games in this tournament. So we have Lineade taking on the Wet Bandits. It has to be said, if there's a weaker team in this tournament so far, I mean, I hate to point, but it's got to be Hoy and Byron. The Wet Bandits haven't really excelled themselves. We go into this game with a point for the Wet Bandits into the safe zone there. 34 points so far out of a possible 50. If we go to 50 points for the tournament, then we're 3/4 of the way through, I would guess. Yeah, that's in and out. Didn't really do much there for Lineade. And the point is still standing for the Wet Bandits there. As I mentioned, the Wet Bandits, I hate using terms like the weakest of all of the teams, but the weakest of all of the teams in this tournament, but things could change. We go to Lineade now, still yet to score a point. And you'll notice that the black ball and the white ball in the score zone. If either team hit either of those or go to the pocket, either of the pockets, then it's game over as far as that particular game is concerned. The top end nearest to us watching, that's the safe zone. In and out of both balls, and the Wet Bandits win the point because the white ball was hit. So yeah, a win for the Wet Bandits. I haven't had to say that much throughout this tournament. 35 points out of a potential 50, and the Wet Bandits, first time throughout the tournament, currently King of the Hill. And their opponents, well, playing in a red-hot manner, the Red Hot Chili Potters. They've already won 7 games so far. I think the Wet Bandits probably 2-3 wins, I think. The details on the left of the screen. And there's a red out of danger. That's well out. But the yellow from the Wet Bandits, making sure that there's one less ball for the Red Hot Chili Potters to rely on. And that's not going anywhere either. It's a very gentle tap for the Red Hot Chili Potters. No score here on the table as we speak, and no score for the Wet Bandits because the Red Hot Chili Potters win the point. The ball, as you saw, straight into that pocket. So the Red Hot Chili Potters, current King of the Hill, and they take on the Ball Bashers. Now this is the mighty teams, I guess, because we have 8 wins for the Red Hot Chili Potters and 7 for the Ball Bashers. The only other ones that we could go in here would be Lineade, who've also won 8 games. So we're getting with the big boys here. Kicking off with the Ball Bashers and the first shot. Yeah, that's okay. Hurtling towards that pocket for a while, and actually harder than I thought, which has done them no good at all because the ball has gone into the safe zone, the scoring zone, and out again. But it is still in play, so we'll see more from that ball perhaps a little bit later in this game. 36 points out of a potential 50 if the tournament goes to points. And a reminder that you can see past and previous games in this tournament. Just go to our site and check them out. And also the updates every Tuesday, 6 o'clock UK time. A pretty safe shot there from the Red Hot Chili Potters. That's in the score zone, and that's where it's staying for the time being. There's another soft and gentle blow that isn't going to get anywhere, I'm afraid. That's Tally, who's learning the game, doing okay. She hasn't really put her foot wrong, being a bit overcautious perhaps. But then, so by the looks of it, are the Red Hot Chili Potters as well, because that ball fails to score for the time being. So back to the ball bashers. I've been waiting for them to live up to their name. They've only done it about once in this tournament, I think, and really set the balls flying in all directions on the table. Ball ticklers, I think, would be more appropriate in recent games. Very studious. Which way is it going to go? Now, are we looking to take that yellow in and out? There's no advantage to that. Just a gentle score there of a 1. And that's okay. That's doing no harm there. No real harm. Close enough to the pocket to keep the opponents away from it. Having said that, that's exactly where they're going. But the Red Hot Chili Potters now with 2 points on the table. Here we go with our up-and-coming player for the ball bashers. It's Tally. Yeah, very good. Perhaps a bit too hard, though. In and out once again. They're still at 2-1. Here we go. Red Hot Chili Potters were really setting the table afire a little earlier in the tournament. Now up to 3 points to 1. I will just mention the ball bashers again. You might be thinking, well, hang on, how come they've got 3 players when everybody else has got 2? There's no rule on that. You can have as many friends round as you want if they want to be in your team. And there's no real advantage, apart perhaps from experience. And possibly we're seeing that with Tally. But during the course of this tournament, she's coming on leaps and bounds, from overcautious to getting it just about right. It's the big debate again as to where we'll go. And the ball bashers, each team with 3 balls left to play. And the ball bashers with a few more in play as well in that playing area. And that's well and truly safe. That's in and out and in and out and in and out again. Let's get rid of that ball. We won't be seeing that one again from the ball bashers. And one less potential scoring ball. More gentle approach there from the Red Hot Chili Potters. But again, not gentle enough. That's in and out. Everybody being a bit cautious here. They're either hitting it just a little bit too hard or a little bit too soft. Here we go again with Tally. Yeah, there's more balls in the playing area than in the safe zone. That's a bit unusual. That hasn't happened throughout the tournament. Although the yellow's building up a bit now, the Red Hot Chili Potters with 5 balls in that safe zone. Reminder again, the black ball, which is nicely tucked out of the way, not being too much of a threat there. You'll notice everybody trying to keep away from it. In particular, the Red Hot Chili Potters. Hit the black ball, it's all over. Wow, studying this shot. Where's this going to take us? Is he getting advice there? We're just frozen in time. Thinking, where shall we go with this shot? No, he's not frozen in time. I can see Tally moving there. I thought for a while he was. Is that a little bit of encouragement to play? See where this takes us. Possibly looking at taking two balls there, but there's certainly one in that pocket. So the Red Hot Chili Potters win the point. The black ball was contacted, and the Red Hot Chili Potters have won 2 in a row. The white ball now enters the scoring zone. Neither team can hit it, and a draw counts as a win for the challenger. The challenger, Daddy's Clackers. And when we play next, and at the end of episode 9, the Red Hot Chili Potters have control of the tournament. They have the joint longest streak, but most importantly, the most wins, and they are the current hill holders. If they win 3 more points, it's all over. If they get knocked off the hill, a challenger will need to win 5 points in a row very soon to stand any chance of stopping them. So going into episode 10, the Red Hot Chili Potters have to play Daddy's Clackers, who are currently second to last in the tournament. They had a promising start earlier, but dropping down now. Can they stop the Red Hot Chili Potters' domination? Who are your favourites? As always, let us know in the comments. And person of the match, Brandon Lethal, for his controlled defensive plays. We continue to find the King of the Hill in our next episode. Thank you for watching this, and a reminder, you can always catch up on previous episodes. I'm Ray Clark, looking forward to the next episode in this tournament.